Hello, my name is Black Widow. I am second in command to Colonel Fury. Dum-Dum Dugan recently sent a suspicious radio message. He requested Colonel Fury visit the Omega base immediately for an update on the super soldier serum. Dugan said Dr. Banner would give the report. The odd thing being Dr. Banner is not on the super soldier project. Since we don't know the situation, you are to sneak aboard the base and locate Dugan. From there, we'll determine the best course of action. When you are ready to go, talk to Wyatt Wingfoot. He will take you in a Quinjet. The offer was initially made after a SHIELD operation, where I switched identities with a countryman of mine, Yelena Belova. Yes, the blonde one. I declined the offer, but as we all know, Colonel Fury can be very persistent. It is a huge mobile SHIELD research facility that is several stories tall. Yes, it is used to field test some of our most highly classified experiments. You are quite welcome.
Yeah.
It's good to see you. Welcome to the team. Yes, we're a SHIELD task force created to investigate the Masters of Evil. It's our mandate to stop Doom and his army before they cause any serious damage. SHIELD is an international organization. We belong to no one and to everyone. With the helicarrier seriously damaged, we had to find a different base of operations. Tony Stark offered the use of these facilities. Exactly. Though I'm surprised to be here. You see, Stark Industries and SHIELD recently had a falling out. Yes, Stark recently stopped developing weapons for us. As you can imagine, we were less than enthusiastic. SHIELD tried applying pressure, both legal and not so legal. But I gotta hand it to Stark. He held his ground even though he's lost billions. Anytime.
Greetings. My name is Vision. I will be your primary source of information concerning any persons or locales you might encounter. Unfortunately, my line to the SHIELD database has a security issue. Would you retrieve a decryption module from Black Widow and bring it to me? The acronym stands for Strategic Hazard Intervention, Espionage and Logistics Directorate. Its primary responsibility is counterterrorism for the world. Operating under the jurisdiction of the United Nations, SHIELD is expected to deal with any threat to the security of the world's population. That designation has been used several times over the years, but it is not associated with any particular group of villains. Dr. Doom has assembled dozens of the world's most notorious supervillains, not the least of which is Ultron and Baron Mordo. Victor Von Doom was raised in the tiny European country of Latveria. The untimely death of his parents made Doom vengeful towards the world. A genius, he attended Empire State University. Unfortunately, Doom performed a dangerous experiment that resulted in an explosion. As a result, Doom was expelled. Bitter, he traveled the world until he met Tibetan monks who created his first suit of armor. Doom then returned to Latveria, where he overthrew the government and proclaimed himself ruler. The Black Widow was a Russian spy who defected several years ago. Upon joining SHIELD, she rose quickly through the ranks until she became Colonel Fury's #1 operative. There is nothing on her shield record to indicate otherwise. Why do you ask? I am glad to be of assistance.
Hi, my name's Hank Pym. Dr. Hank Pym. I've heard you're going to the Omega base. If you see my cybernetic helmet, could you bring it back to me? I was working on a new version of my cybernetic helmet, but then Captain America called and said you guys could use somebody with a little technical know-how. Hey, I'm glad to be helping out. Besides, I was getting bored working in a lab all day. Oh yeah, well that's where I was working on my cybernetic helmet. It's a real nice facility. I didn't see a whole lot because of security, but I do know there's a team working with gamma bombs. And I think a new study is being done on the super soldier drug. Come back anytime. We're always open.
Hello. I'm very glad you could join the team. My apologies. I should have given it to him as soon as we arrived. Please, take this to him. You are quite welcome.
Thank you for the decryption module. Now I can patch directly into the SHIELD database. I am glad to be...
Sounds good.
Sure. Hi, the name's Wyatt Wingfoot. In case you didn't know, I'm your pilot while you're here at Stark Tower. We'll be taking the Quinjet when you're ready to leave on the mission. Sure. What do you need? Discreetly. As in, don't let Fury know? Yeah, I can do that. Give me a little bit. I think I know just the person to ask. There's a hacker I know. He's kind of an oddball, but I think he's up to the challenge. If you don't... So, you think Natasha's up to something, eh? Maybe working for the other team. Stark needed a pilot, and he knows I've flown for the Fantastic Four, so I guess he figured I had the skills. I was roommates with Johnny Storm back in college. He introduced me to the group, and after a while, they started inviting me on missions. It's a high-tech jet developed by Stark's company. It's usually used by the Avengers. It's undetectable to radar, can take off and land itself. Heck, it'll even dial the phone for you. Plus, it's got the latest in jet engine technology. This thing will get you around the world in no time.
Мы уже рядом с зоной высадки, поэтому буду краток. Дам Даган недавно отправил подозрительное радиосообщение, прося меня прибыть на базу Омега к отчету о последней сыворотке суперсолдата. А что подозрительного? Доктор Баннер должен был делать отчет. Вот только Баннер работает над проектом гамма-бомбы, а не над сывороткой суперсолдата. Даган бы никогда не допустил такой ошибки, что-то не так.
Что такое база Омега?
Это мобильная лаборатория 5 этажей в высоту. Мы используем ее для полевых испытаний. Щит самый большой. Летающие авианосцы, офисное здание на колесах. Скажите, а у вас есть туннель, что ведет от Нью-Йорка к Токио?
Человек-паук, это серьезно. Полковник, есть ли еще что-то на борту Омеги, что можно расценить как опасное?
Если содержимое этого автомобиля попадет в неправильные руки, это будет катастрофой для человечества. А конкретно вы исследуете то, что есть опасностью для всей планеты. Это секретно. Значит, мы имеем право спасти автомобиль, но мы не имеем права знать, что там внутри. Правильно. Я могу продолжать? Задание группы будет проникнуть на борт Омеги и найти Дагана. Он введет вас в курс дела на сегодня. Вопросы есть? Хорошо. Желаю удачи.
Good. One thing I want to point out. You now have a shield port. It's an experimental device that'll let you transport instantly back to headquarters whenever you want. Okay. Good luck in there. Let me know when you want to leave. Quiet out. Team, satellite recon shows the Omega base is now on a collision course with Bondrak Dam. Thousands of lives are now in danger. You must stop the Omega at all costs. Fury. Wolverine, never thought I'd be so glad to see your ugly face.
You keep up with all this sweet talk, Dugan, you're gonna make me blush. Now what's the story here?
A knockout gas was spread through the ventilation system of the base. I woke up to Dr. Doom demanding I bring Colonel Fury here or he'd ram the Omega into Vondrak Dam.
Well, the Tin Man must have forgotten his part of the bargain, because the base is headed straight for that dam.
I should have known. It was stupid of me to believe him.
Don't sweat it. If it weren't for your message, we wouldn't have come at all. Then where'd everyone be?
I suppose you're right. But our time's running out. Get me to the primary engineering control room and I'll stop the Omega before it can do any damage.
Yeah. This one's out. Much better.
Team, I just had a thought. The section you're in contains the primary drivetrain. You could disabled, the Omega base would be forced to switch to the secondary drive. Not much, but it'd give you more time to reach the top of the base.
Target's in range.
Mind if I do my happy dance?
We got trouble!
Curse that infernal Doom. I can't do anything from this control room. Not to worry, there's a control room just ahead. Hopefully Doom left it alone. Get me there, we should be fine.
They're here!
Yes, this is better than I could have hoped. My old adversary, Iron Man.
Glad to see you remember me, Crimson Dynamo. It's been a while since I kicked your tin-plated butt.
You will not defeat me this time. My new battle suit is vastly superior to your armor.
Could have fooled me. You look like something from the early 1960s.
Mark me while you still can draw breath, Iron Man. Soon, you will be silenced forever.
Huh. You never could take a joke.
It's time for some heavy metal. Fall beneath my might.
Well done, team. Now, let's see about stopping this behemoth. Blast it.
All controls have been locked down, except those on the upper bridge. Correct. We'll have to reach the top deck and stop the Omega base from there.
Sounds like a plan. Good luck.
About time we got rolling. Yeah. Bub, you're a mess. Guess you didn't want a piece of me.
The only route left is
sighted!
Anybody else want some?
Time for an upgrade.
I like this.
Guess you didn't know who you were messing with.
Real power.
Before you go to the top, we got a couple of new concerns you might want to address. Security shows some very sensitive labs have been broken into. One lab contains a device known as the Neural Inhibitor, and another has plans that could be used to upgrade Ultron.
Be ready for trouble.
Stay down.
So, the reports were right. There is a team of superheroes on the Omega base. Well, let's see if this doesn't slow you down.
Anybody else want some?
All right.
Hey! Can anybody hear me? I'm stuck in this lab!
All right.
Am I glad to see you? What the heck is going on around here? There was a huge explosion and then I couldn't open this door. I'm fine. I just hope... Wait a minute. Did you say the Omega is under attack? We have to stop it. If that dam is destroyed, thousands of people will be killed in the flood. Those must be the results of the super soldier experiment I've heard about. Scientists are attempting to recreate the experiment that gave Captain America his strength. So far, apparently all they've created are those giants you've seen.
Team, you must be making the Masters of Evil nervous. My security panel shows a gamma bomb has just been activated. You gotta shut it down or all life in a 2-mile radius will be destroyed.
It just so happens I'm kind of a specialist on gamma bombs. Take me to the primary lab and I'll see what I can do. It figures. They've damaged the shutoff. We have to find the secondary lab and re-establish the safety interlock.
Yes. Do you have a question? Teams aren't allowed to know what each other are doing. Heck, just walking into the wrong section can get you court-martialed, even if you're a civilian. S.H.I.E.L.D. runs this place. They live for all that cloak and dagger stuff. I'm glad to be of help.
Maybe you should call for backup.
So, who's next?
Oh yeah, I'm liking this.
Not much of a challenge.
Now, let me see if... Yes, I was able to shut down the gamma bomb. That was close. That sucker detonated everything within a 2-mile radius would have been destroyed. Sounds good to me. I'm no superhero.
Bub, you're a mess.
Yeah. Mysterio! Jeez, it's good to see you. Still got a fishbowl for a head, I see.
Spider-Man, do you always have to be a half-wit?
Ooh, now that hurt. And speaking of getting hurt, step away from those plans before I have to get medieval on you.
You idiot! Why do you think S.H.I.E.L.D. has plans for Ultron?
I thought everyone had them. I got some this morning in a box of cereal.
These plans are upgrades. The good guys want to capture Ultron so they can rewrite his programming and turn him into a S.H.I.E.L.D. weapon.
That's impossible. Ultron is sentient. Reprogramming him is illegal.
Yes, it is. But all I care about are these plans. Ultron wants them for the weapon upgrades.
If your Ultron gets weapon upgrades, then my Ultron will want weapon upgrades, and that just won't do.
Huh? I've heard enough of your babbling. Let's get this started.